Let me know if this sounds familiar. Are you a contractor who's doing more and more estimates and yet you're not closing as many deals? Or you're just hoping and praying and crossing your fingers that you'll get more business because you don't have a pipeline of consistent business. And so it just comes and goes. And so you end up being on this cash flow roller coaster. Or are you completely maxed out and you're not sure exactly where you should be marketing because you think you're marketing on all the different ways that you should be marketing, and yet none of it's actually working and bringing in the leads like it used to? Guess what? We are in the middle of 2025 and marketing has shifted. Marketing has completely changed. In fact, most people are marketing like it was 3 years ago or even like it was in 2024, and they are not getting the results that they want in their business, which is making it hard for them to grow their business the way they want to so that they can actually have the business of their dreams instead of the business that just keeps them trapped in their business. In this video, I'm going to go over the 2025 marketing strategy for contractors that goes beyond SEO and what's working right now for clients that I have who are closing double the amount of sales that they normally do just because they've switched up how they do things and they're actually spending less money. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel to help you grow your business without growing your chaos. Now, for years, SEO has been the bread and butter of contractors. They have their websites, they have all of the SEO links and everything to grow their business. Now it is not working the way it used to. In fact, SEO is dying. It is literally not being used nearly as much as it used to in the past. And there's a couple of different reasons for this. One is because of AI tools like ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude, where people are searching on the AI platforms instead of Google. I know for myself, I end up going to ChatGPT way more than I go to Google. In fact, I don't even remember the last time I've searched something on Google. I literally go straight to ChatGPT. And that is what the homeowners and your clients are doing. They're going to ChatGPT to figure out what they need to do to hire you as a contractor. The problem is that the way ChatGPT is searching the internet and the way Google is searching the internet is two completely different things. And so SEO, as a result, is not working anymore. I have talked to so many contractors recently where they've said that they have done the guerrilla marketing and they've gone door to door and they've given out flyers and they've had the conversations and they're trying to grow their business and it's still not bringing the results that they want. So as a result, people say that conversions are down, meaning the amount of conversations that you have to the amount of people that actually become your clients is way down. It's shrinking. And so then you end up having to work double the amount of time or triple the amount of time just to grow your business. And it's exhausting. In fact, they say that right now we're in a trust recession. Really, nobody trusts anybody. And everybody has a story of how they've been screwed by somebody in whatever industry it is. And so they are very skeptical about who to actually hire and who to not hire. And is this contractor who he says he is? And will they do the work that they say they're going to do? And so everybody is just putting a pause on everything. In fact, Google did a study and they figured out that it takes 7 hours of content for somebody to build trust and actually become a client. From the first time that they see your stuff all the way to saying, yes, I want to hire you, that's 7 hours of them watching you. That's also over 11 touch points. So not just, hey, I'm so-and-so at your door and I'm going to sell you this. That doesn't work nearly as well by itself. It can work when layered on other things because it can be one of the touch points, but it can't be the only thing that you're doing. You also have to be on 4 different platforms. So just having SEO is not enough anymore for 2025 marketing for contractors. And last but not least, conversions are not down. They have just lengthened in time, meaning that the time that somebody says, that's the first time I've seen something from you, to the time they say yes, that's 62 to 67 days. And so cold calling, SEO is not working nearly as much as it could be because it is not taking in account the trust recession that we are in. The next thing that I want to point out is that at any given time, there's only 2 to 3% of the market that's ready to say, yes, I need to hire you as my contractor right now. Something happens in their bathroom, it flooded, they're like, who's the first contractor that's on that list of Google? And that's who they're calling. You're missing out on the 97 to 98% of people who actually need the 7 hours of content. They need the 11 touch points. They need the 4 platforms and they need the 62 to 67 days and they're not getting it from you. And so this is what you have to do in your business if you want to win and market like a genius in 2025. The simplest way to build trust and to create that pipeline of clients who are going to be ready to say yes and to capture that 97 to 98% is by providing value along their journey. And this value can be in the form of videos talking about why they should hire you as a contractor. and video testimonials of other people using you as a contractor and answering all of the questions that they have. In fact, I have an entire method where I call it the GPS method, where it is the GPS roadmap to get people from I didn't know who you were to I'm going to hand you all my money in just 3 different types of video. The first one is the gap. Those are the ones of saying, hey, why are you the contractor that I should hire? What is it that you do that I need? And I'm going to hire you for that. So if your specialty is bathrooms, then talk about how you know how to do bathrooms, you know how to make them waterproof, you know how to do all these things, and walk through that. The next one in the GPS framework is P, and that is where you show them your process. So this is the how-to videos. How do we actually solve your problems? How do we make sure that this is going to do? How does it look to work with you? And so all of these are different types of videos that you can do. And the last one is story. And a lot of people forget about this one because they end up just thinking about contracting and jobs as a transaction, and it's actually a relationship with the client. You want that client to be your client for life, and you want them to go tell all their friends and family, and you do that with an emotional connection. And so telling your story of why you started your business and why you actually enjoy your job and why you have gotten into the niche that you've gotten into. And so all of those create videos, meaning that they create trust. They fulfill the 7 hours of content. They fulfill the 11 touch points. They fulfill all the other things that are required to build that trust and to get people from, I don't know who you are, to I am going to fork over money and I do not care how much you cost because I only want you. In fact, one of the clients that I worked with, he's an electrician and he literally walked into a job $10,000 over the other contractors and still won the bid. Why? Because he followed the pipeline method where he could actually work his clients and build trust with them along the way. This is also the same strategy that one of my contractors, the clients that I work with, he's a landscaping contractor and he increased his sales by 50% in one single month by following this method because he was able to build the trust. In fact, every single sale that they closed in the month of May, every single person said, I keep seeing your videos on Facebook and I keep wondering what is it that these people are talking about because everybody is raving about you, or you've answered all my questions, or I know that you're going to do the good job that you say that you're going to do based off of how much exposure they've had. And so it wasn't that they were the cheapest. In fact, they purposely tell people that they're not the cheapest, but they were the ones that built the most trust. And that is why they went from about $500,000 a month in sales to $753,000 in 1 month, purely by creating value for these videos. Now, how do you implement this strategy into your business without it taking over your life? Well, that is where I'm going to invite you to book a call with me and let's have a conversation on how I can help you implement this strategy. Typically, it looks like getting into my Get Her Done community where I teach you how to do this and I give you all the tools so that way you can actually implement this into your business and market like a pro in 2025 and grow your business without growing your chaos. I hope this video was helpful for you, and if it was, give it a thumbs up and follow this channel for more videos on how to grow your business. I'll see you in the next one.